Good morning, loved ones, to this Friday, the 27th of November. I hope you had a good Thanksgiving, such as it looked yesterday. Today is going to be our family's Thanksgiving. All of our children were not able to be together yesterday, and they are going to be today. Lord willing, a little bit this afternoon, around 2 o'clock or so. So we're looking forward. And also, this is the week of my mother-in-law's birthday, as well as my father's birthday. So there's a lot to be thankful for and a lot to celebrate. And there is a lot for which to be thankful. Here we are in James, it is talking about the tongue, and our thanks should be coming out of our mouths as well as with our living. And as he's talking about our mouths, we've been talking about we need to make sure that we control the tongue. It says in James chapter 3, verse 6, the tongue is a fire, a world of iniquity. The tongue is so set among our members that it defiles the whole body and sets on fire the course of nature and is set on fire of hell. Well, big long verse there and a lot to discuss. The tongue is a fire. We spoke last time how it can be something small, but it spreads rapidly and can really create a whole lot of devastation behind it. Have you ever seen that happen? Either on Facebook or on the news, in a church? I hope not. We as Christians should be operating our lives differently. It goes on to say it's a world of iniquity. It's a world of things that are not right. For those of us whose gifts are more verbal gifts, giftedly that way, the book of Proverbs has instruction for us. When there's a multitude of words, there's probably going to be sin. So we want to make sure that we guard our mouths and our lips. The tongue is a fire. It is a whole world of unrighteousness. Make sure that we speak only what is right and accurate. We don't want to be people who lie or exaggerate. But that people, when they look at a Christian, they can count on us, that what we speak is accurate. And by the way, I think this even goes to those with whom we disagree. We Christians should be so conscientious that what we speak, even about people with whom we disagree, we represent them accurately. I learned years ago that if there is an opponent, and I'm speaking about the opponent or trying to represent a differing position, I need to speak in such a way that if that opponent were standing right beside me, everything I said, I could turn to them and say, everything I said is accurate, right? And they would say, that's exactly right. That is exactly my position. So we don't want to be misrepresenting people. I will say, on the major news networks, there's a lot of misrepresenting people, speaking unrighteously. May we as Christians speak righteously. Well, he goes on. The tongue is so set among our members, it's in a jail, behind the teeth, walled in by the mouth. It's so set in among our members, but it can defile the whole body. Because Jesus said, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. And if in our heart are as bad things, it can defile our whole body and those around us. And it says, and sets on fire the whole course of nature. Everything around us, the circle of life, everything. There's nothing that can't be affected by a person's bad tongue. And it's set on fire by hell. Satan and his demons speak words of temptation and tempt people's hearts and minds, lives. And our tongues, many times with its arrogance, boasting, like Satan when he fell, and our words which can hurt other people, is really speaking for Satan himself. May God help us that our tongues don't speak for Satan, but speak for Jesus Christ. How is it that gossip is unrighteous and can spread quickly? But it seems like our enthusiasm to give the gospel of Jesus doesn't go so quickly. How is it that it seems that bad news travels when thankfulness doesn't seem to travel so quickly? Maybe it's because we really get more enthused about the juicy news than we are about the greatest of newses, the good news of Jesus Christ. Loved ones, this Thanksgiving season, we really do have a lot for which to be thankful. So may we be people who guard our mouths and speak what's right, not speaking for Satan. Let's bow for prayer. Father, I ask that you would help our tongues to be speaking rightly for you. We ask in your Son's name. Amen.